Okay, so let's proceed to example number 8. Determine the available shear strength of an ASTM A992WT 420 by 88 beam loaded in the strong direction. Transverse stiffeners on the web are spaced at every 0.7 meters of the beam. Okay. So, yung ating section is AWT, tapos meron na tayong tinatawag na stiffeners, no? So, sa stiffeners na yan, sa WT natin, ganito yung orientation, for example, ng WT, no? Okay, so, yung location ng ating stiffeners is, of course, at the web. Okay, so ito yung flange. Okay, ito naman yung web natin. T-section tayo. So, yung mga stiffeners is located 0.7 meters. Space at 0.7 meters. So, let's say nag-start siya dito. So, 0.7 or pwede rin naman. Okay. For example, nag-start siya dyan. So, yan yung isang stiffener. Tapos, meron tayo isang ulit dito, 0.7. Space at 0.7. Yun yung sabi ng problem. Another stiffener. Yan. Okay, so another 0.7. So, ganyan yung orientation ng stiffeners natin on our WT section. So, for our problem here, we will determine the adequacy or the availability ng shear strength natin. Kung ano yung available shear strength ng beam ng WT 420 by 88. Okay, so wala tayong any required shear strength dito, no? Kasi wala namang nakaload. So, we will just check the available shear strength of the beam that we have. Okay? So, sulat na natin agad yung geometric properties of our section. Geometric properties. Okay. So, WT section 420 by 88. So, na-lista ko na kanina. We have here a depth of 417 millimeters. And then, yung ating thickness of the flange, we have 18.8. Thickness of the web, 14 millimeters. Tapos, yung width of the flange pala natin is 292 millimeter. H is equal to 217 millimeter. Okay. So, yan yung geometric properties na kailangan natin. Okay, next. Hindi na natin i-check kung kailangan ba ng transverse stiffeners. Kasi sabi ng problem, meron na talaga siyang transverse stiffeners, no? Transverse stiffeners is already provided. Therefore, hindi na natin kailangan i-check yung part 507.2.2. Because transverse stiffeners is already presented dun sa ating section. Chine-check lang natin tong part na to if walang available or walang present na transverse stiffeners yung mga sections natin. But based on the problem, transverse stiffeners are already provided at 700 mm or 0.7 meters spaced on the web. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dyan ngayon is to check if a tension field action is permitted. Okay, take note guys. Hindi lahat ng may transverse stiffeners is nag-undergo ng tension field action. Okay? Again, hindi lahat ng transverse stiffeners or hindi lahat ng web na pag meron na siyang transverse stiffeners, nag-undergo na siya ng tension field action. So, kailangan pa rin nating i-check. So, our first scenario, kung wala siyang transverse stiffeners, automatically wala siyang tension field action. Pero kapag meron tayong transverse stiffeners, two-way din yan, pwedeng meron siyang tension field action or pwede rin wala. Okay? So, check natin. Tension. So, yung tension field action is provided here on 507.3. Okay. So, limits on the use of tension field action. Consideration of tension field action is permitted for flanged members when the web plate is supported on all four sides by flanges or stiffeners. Okay. Consideration of tension field action is not permitted for the following. Okay. Meron siyang mga scenarios here. Okay. But based on the first statement, guys, this one, consideration of tension field action is permitted for flanged members when the web plate is supported on all four sides by flanges or stiffeners. So, yung tension field action, nagkakaroon lang daw ng tension field action if the web is supported on all four sides. And based on our illustration, guys, let's say for example, ito yung orientation ng ating stiffeners, no? So the web must be supported on all four sides. So ano yung ginawa natin nung sa introduction? 'Di ba, meron tayong I-beam. Side view na lang, side view nung drawing natin. Meron tayong I-beam, 'di ba? Tapos meron tayong mga stiffeners, right? So ang ginawa natin diyan is kumuha tayo ng sample na tinatawag nating panel shear. Okay, so yan, ito ngayon ilipat natin dito. So ito yung ating web, 'di ba? Ito yung web natin. This is the flange, tapos ito yung stiffeners. So based on our illustration, nagkaroon tayo ng tension field because the web is supported or stiffened on the four side. Ito yung web natin na meron sumusuport or may stiffener sa four side. So ano yung mga stiffeners na yan? Yung flange, top flange, yung bottom flange, yung stiffener sa left, and yung stiffener sa right. Kaya nagkaroon ng tension field action, di ba? Dun sa introduction natin. And here on our illustration, pag drawing natin yung ating side view, okay, side view ng ating T-section, ito yung web. Kuha tayo ito, yan. Ito yung sample natin. So this is the stiffener, tapos flange. This is the web. And based on this illustration, the web is only supported on its three sides. Ano yung sumusuport dun sa three sides ng web? The top flange, the side stiffeners, the right, and then the left stiffeners. Walang stiffener dito sa baba. Okay, so yung tatlong sides lang yung may stiffener. Therefore, tension field action is not permitted based on this statement dito sa NSCP natin. The tension field action is permitted only if the web plate is supported on all four sides by flange or stiffeners. Okay? So, I hope clear sa inyo yon. Therefore, okay, transverse stiffeners are provided, right? Meron tayong transverse stiffeners based on the problem. Stiffeners are provided. But tension field action is not permitted since the web is not supported on its four sides. Supported on its four sides. Okay? So, sana naintindihan nyo yung concept ng transverse stiffeners or yung tension field action natin. So, walang mangyayari na tension field action dito kasi nga, three sides silang yung may stiffeners. Okay? So, since wala tayong tension field action, pwede na tayong mag-proceed onto the computation of the nominal shear strength. Okay? So, maghanap tayo ngayon ng applicable sa WT. So, based on 507.2.1, ito yung gagamitin natin for the computation of nominal shear strength. Okay? So, we have a WT section. Therefore, 507.2-1 will be used, on which the nominal shear strength is equal to 0.6 Fy, area of the web, tapos CV. So, Vn 0.6 FY, area of the web, tapos CV. Okay. So, yung FY natin, it is equal to 345. Area of the web, of course, it is the area of that, or the depth multiplied by the thickness of the web, no? Tapos, hanapin natin yung value of our CV based on the NSCP. So, for the computation of CV, for webs of rolled eye shape, of course, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yan. Next, number 2, for webs of all other doubly symmetric shapes and singly symmetric shapes and channels, except round HSS, the web shear coefficient CB is determined as follow. Okay. So, kailangan nating i-compare ulit yung tatlo. Kasi ito na kasing pinagpipilian natin ngayon, no? Yung number 2 na. So, we have scenario A, B, or C. So, before we know kung ano yung value ng CV natin, determine na natin yung value ng HL over TW 1.1 and 1.37. So, HL over TW. So, the H is equal to 217 divided by the thickness of the web. 217. Ay. H. Tama. So, we have 217 divided by the thickness of the web. We have 14. Therefore, this is equal to 15.5. Wait lang, check na natin yung H. Bakit parang ang layo yung depth tapos yung H? Check lang natin, guys. WT 420 by 88. Or 20 by 88. Ay, bakit wala? WT pala. Nako. W yung tinitignan ko. WT. Or 20 by 88. Yep. By 88. Yan. Ito yung kailangan nating section. Yan. So, the depth is equal to 417. Okay. Wala pala siyang given na H. Okay. So, yung depth natin is just equal to the H. Okay, wala siyang given. Ibang H to Okay. So, i-consider natin yung depth as the H. Okay. So, mali to. This is D is equal to H tayo. Is equal to 417. Hindi 417. Or hindi 217. It is 417 millimeter. Okay. So, the depth is equal to H is equal to 417 millimeter. So, we have 417 divided by 14. So, we have 29.79. Okay. Next, 1.1. Square root of KV E all over FY. So, 1.1. Ano yung KV na gagamitin natin dyan? Okay, so, hanap tayo dito. Where AW is the overall depth times the web thickness. And then, the web plate backlink coefficient KV is determined as follows. Okay, meron tayo para sa unstiffened webs. Tapos, meron tayo for stiffened, unstiffened, and stiffened. Okay, so based on our illustration, our web is considered as stiffened. Okay? Stiffened yung web natin. Kaso nga lang sa 3 sides lang. Pero still considered as a stiffened web. Okay. So since our web is stiffened, KV is equal to, okay, this formula. Use this formula. KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over A over H squared. KV is equal to 5 when A all over H is greater than 3. Or A all over H is greater than 260 squared all over HTW. Okay. So, i-compute muna natin yung A all over H. So, ano ba yung A? A is the clear distance between the transverse stiffeners. Again, A is the clear distance between the transverse stiffeners. And then H, for rolled shapes, the clear distance between flanges less than the fillet for built up. Okay, for T's, the overall depth. Okay, yung H natin is the overall depth as stated here. D is equal to H. Okay, so i-compare muna natin A all over H. So the clear distance, okay, so KV, so for the computation of KV, A all over H. A is the clear distance, so we have 0.7 meters, no? 0.7 meters, yan. Or in millimeter, we have 700 millimeters. And then yung H natin is the overall depth, that is equal to 417. So 700 divided by 417, we have 1.68. Okay, 1.68. So ano ba yung condition ulit? KB is equal to 5 when A all over H is greater than 3. So yung A all over H natin is just only 1.68. It is not lesser than 3. Therefore, we will use this formula. Yan. Ay, meron pa isa. Or A all over H is greater than 260 squared. Okay, di-compute natin, di ba? Ilan ba yung 260 squared all over HTW? 260 squared all over HTW. Nandito yung squared. H all over TW. So, ito naman is equal to H all over TW is 29.79 squared. So, we have 76.17. A all over H is 1.68 and it is not greater than 260 all over HW. So, hindi applicable to. Hindi pasok yung equation na to. Okay? Therefore, gamitin natin yung KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over A divided by H. Okay. Therefore, KV is equal to, ulit, 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 all over AH squared. AH squared. So KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over 1.68 squared. So we have 6.77. 6.77. Okay. So KV is equal to 6.77 multiplied by 200,000 divided by FY, that is equal to 345. So this is equal to 68.91. Okay. So kahit hindi na natin i-compute si 1.37 because we can see here on the computation that H all over TW is lesser than 1.1 square root of KVE all over FY. Okay? Therefore, CV is equal to 1.0. Ayan. Ay, yan. CV is equal to 1.0. Okay, therefore, the available is equal to 0.6 FY 345. Area of the web is the depth, so 417 multiplied by the thickness of the web, we have 14 multiplied by 1.0. So the nominal shear strength is equal to 345 by 417 by 14. So we have 1208.47 kilonewton. Okay. Therefore, the available shear strength for LRFD is equal to Vn, so 0.9 of 1208. We have 1087.62 kilonewton. And then for ASD, we have Vn divided by the omega. Therefore, we have 723.64 kilonewton. Okay. So these are now the available shear strength for ASD and LRFD. Okay. So pinapa-determine lang naman yung availability or yung the available shear strength. Walang binigay na live load, dead load. Tama ba? Yes, walang binigay. Okay, so that is for number 8. Okay, for our last example, determine the available shear strength of an ASTM A572 grade 50 M250 by 11.9 beam loaded in the strong direction. Transverse stiffeners on the web are spaced at every 0.7 meters of the beam. For ASTM A572 grade 50, we have the yield strength of 345 megapascal. Okay, so ganun ulit yung gagawin natin. We will just determine the available shear strength of the given shape, which is M250 by 11.9. Okay, so yung M250 natin is also another type of rolled I-shape member. Okay, so or let's say magkakamag-anak sila ng W shape, S shape, no? So parang letter I din siya. I-beam, no? Rolled I-shape. So yung M250 natin by 11.9, hindi kasi or wala sa AISC handout natin yung M shape. Therefore, I will just provide yung geometric properties of this one. Okay, so for M250 by 11.9, the depth is equal to 253 millimeters. The width of the flange is equal to 68.3. Thickness of the web is equal to 3.58 millimeter. Thickness of the flange 4.62. And then yung H natin is 225 millimeter. Okay. So take note, pakibago po ito. We will space our transverse stiffener into 0.6 meters. Okay. Kasi na-compute ko na kanina, pag 0.7 meters, transverse tension field action is not permitted. Yung last example, gusto kong ipakita sa inyo kung paano mag-compute kung meron tayong tension field action. So, ang gagawin natin yan, papalitan natin yung spacing ng ating beam or ng spacing ng ating transverse stiffeners para kahit paano may pakita ko sa inyo kung paano mag-solve nung may tension field action. Kung paano natin i-compute yung shear strength kung meron tayong tension field action. Okay? So, take note of that. 0.6 meters yung magiging length or spacing of the transverse stiffeners. Okay? So, if we will draw yung ating section, of course, I-shape din yan. Okay. So, kunwari ito yung I-shape natin. So the transverse stiffeners is located 0.6 meters spaced, no? Yan. So ganyan, naka-space sila ng tagsi 600 millimeter. Yan. Transverse stiffeners. Okay. So after having the geometric properties, i-check na natin is if tension field action is permitted. Yun nga, nasabi ko kanina, nagbago ako ng spacing para kahit paano may pakita ko sa inyo kung paano mag-solve ng shear strength ng may tension field action. Okay? So basically, meron to, no? Kasi inibay ko nga yung length. Okay. So proceed tayo sa NSCP to check again. So, consideration of tension field action is permitted for flange members when the web plate is supported on all four sides by flanges or stiffeners. So, basically, pag i-drawing natin yung side nito, let's say, kunin natin yan. Sample na yan. So, this is the flange. Ito yung web natin. And then, the bottom flange. Diba may stiffener tayo dito? Stiffener, tapos stiffener ulit dyan. Okay, this is the web. So, basically, yung web natin is supported on its four side. Ang nagsusupport sa kanya is the flange or the flanges, tapos yung mga stiffeners. Therefore, tension field action is permitted only if the consideration of tension field action is not permitted for, okay, so kung may isang pasok dito or hindi na-satisfy dito, ibig sabihin, tension field action is not permitted. So, try natin. Dito na lang tayo. Kahit isa nung masatisfy dito eh. Number 1, end panels in all members with transverse stiffeners. Para namang sinabi kung yung stiffeners natin or yung location ng stiffeners natin is nasa end panels. Members when A all over H exceeds 3.0. So, compute natin yung A all over H. A all over H, does it exceed 3.0? So, yung A natin is the spacing of the transverse stiffeners. So, we have 600 millimeter divided by H, or yes, H we have 225. Therefore, we have 2.67, no? 2.67, and it is greater, or it is not greater than 3.0. It is not greater than 3.0. 2.67 is lesser than 3.0. Therefore, tension field action is permitted. Okay, tension field action is permitted. Again, this one, consideration of tension field action is not permitted if may nasatisfy kahit isa dito. Okay, so members when A all over H exceeds 3.0, hindi in-exceed yung 3.0, therefore, tension field action is permitted. Okay. Transverse stiffeners are present. Also, tension field action is permitted. Okay, so since permitted yung TFA natin, proceed na tayo sa nominal shear strength. So, paano naman natin i-compute yung nominal shear strength ng may tension field? Shear strength. The nominal shear strength for a section with a tension field action can be located dito sa 507.3.2. The nominal shear strength with tension field action. So, ito na yung gagamitin natin. When tension field action is permitted according to section 507.3.1, the nominal shear strength with tension field action according to the limit state of tension field yielding shall be. Okay, so anong gagawin natin dyan? Pwede compare H all over TW with 1.1. Whichever yung masatisfy dito, yun yung gagamitin natin for the formula of Vn. Okay, so compute natin yung H all over TW. H natin is 225 thickness of the web. Complete na pala natin kanina yan. Tama ba? Ay, hindi pa. So, 225 divided by 3.58, 62.85. 62.85. Next, yung ating 1.1 square root of KVE all over FY. 1.1 square root of KVE all over FY. So, anong gagamitin natin sa KV? Hanap ulit tayo dito. KV and CV are defined in section 507.2.1. So, 507.2.1. Ito naman yung value natin for KV. Okay. For web backlink coefficient, KV is determined as follows. For unstiffened web, okay, hindi yan yung gagamitin natin. Kasi we have a stiffened web. Meron tayong stiffened web. Therefore, we will use this formula. So, A all over H natin is 2 point something. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin to, ano? 2 point something. Okay, so KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over AH squared. KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over AH squared. Okay, yung AH natin, na-compute na natin kanina. 5 all over 2.67. 2.67 squared. So, KV is equal to 5 plus 5 all over 2.67 squared. So, we have 5.701. KV is equal to 5.701. Okay, so substitute natin dito. We have 1.1 square root of 5.701, 200,000 multiplied or divided by 345. 345. Square root of 5.701. 345. So we have 63.24. Okay. So by comparing this one, 62.85 tsaka 63.24, we know that H all over TW is lesser than 1.1 square root of KVE all over FY. Therefore, CV is equal to what? 1.0. Yan o. CV is equal to 1.0. Okay? Therefore, ang nasatisfy natin dyan, H all over, no? Pare-pares pala yung ginagamit, no? Dito, ginamit yung comparison ng H all over TW tsaka 1.1 para ma-determine yung VN. Ginamit din yung equation na to determine yung ating CV. Diba? So, saan magpo-fall? Di number 1. VN is equal to 0.6 FYAW. Okay, therefore VN is equal to 0.6 FYAW. Diba? Okay. So VN is equal to 0.6 of 345. What is the area of the web? We have the depth that is equal to 253 multiplied by 3.58. 253 by 3.58. Therefore, the nominal shear strength is equal to 345 times 253 by 3.58. We have 187.5 or 107.49 kilonewton. Therefore, the available shear strength for LRFD is equal to phi V, Vn. Phi is 0.9. So, idiretso na natin. Times 0.9. We have 168.74. 168.74 kilonewton. And then for ASD, we have Vn divided by the safety factor. Therefore, we have 112.27. 0.27 kilonewton. So these are now the available shear strength of the given section. Okay? 168.74 tsaka 112.27. Okay? So that ends our chapter 7, the design of members for shear. If you have any questions, clarifications, the GC is always open, and if you want to come at the office personal, pwedeng-pwede. Okay? I'm always there sa faculty room natin to cater your queries. Okay? So that ends chapter 7. Have a good day.